Welcome, everybody, to the Cover1 halftime show. I'm your host, Matt Trammell. I'm going to be taking you inside the Central Bobcat game between Central High and Midland. Usually we got a bunch of games, but, of course, tonight is Thursday night, so our main focus is, of course, the Central Bobcats. Reagan County's also playing. We'll get into a score with them here in a little bit. But before we get into all of it, here's a quick message from the Bass Bunch.
Do you have a child with special needs? Well, we have a special day of fun just for you. It's the Fall Festival for Children with Special Needs, sponsored by Jim Bass Ford and San Angelo Live. Join us at Jim Bass Ford Thursday, October 26th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. for games, prizes, refreshments, and candy, free for children with special needs and their families. The 2023 Fall Festival at Jim Bass Ford at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road. Don't miss it.
All right, let's get into some of that Central Bobcat action. Tie ball game right now at halftime, 14-14. Let's see how we got there. All right, Midland High has the ball first. A big run here. We knew they were going to come in with a triple option, and we knew that the Central defense was going to be tested, and they sure were on this first drive. It would get them down on the goal line. Right here, though, big stop by Central, making it third down. Would they get in? Here we go. Just a handoff right there. Pitch out to the left. Touchdown, Midland High. Central Bobcats were able to answer that, though. Just a big catch right there, moving the chains on third down. Another third down on this one. Central has been playing on third downs. Huge run right here by Christian English to get them first for a new set of chains there. Got all the way down to the goal line. Right here, almost scored passing interference on the defense on Midland High, would put them on the goal line, and a handoff here. Touchdown, Central. Tie ball game here. Later on in the game, Central would be able to get a fumble, and they were able to get the ball back. Unfortunately, though, 3rd and 10 turns into 4th and 25 after an intentional grounding. Next drive by Midland High, they were able to drive the football. Big run there, and then another one bounces it out to the left. Touchdown, 14-7 Midland. Last score of the drive here, Central would be able to get it in right there. Just a quick pass, English to Hill. We've heard it all for the past 2 years, but now it looks like there's a new Hill-English duo there. Score right now, like I said, 14-14. And, of course, our Central Bobcat action tonight is brought to you by Angelo Bolt and Industrial Supply. Since 1994, Angelo Bolt and Industrial Supply has served the Concho Valley for 29 years and counting. Angelo Bolt is the go-to place for fasteners, power tools, air compressors, safety equipment, and everything in between. Chances are Angelo Bolt will always have what you need when you need it, and in the rare chance they don't have that odd fastener or special part you're looking for, they'll find it fast. No request is too big or too small in Angelo Bolt at 808 Warehouse Road, where customer service is their top priority. Thank you, Angelo Bolt, for bringing us the Central Bobcat game. All right, that was the highlights of the first half. Now let's go down to the field where Ryan Chadwick is there for his whole first take on it. The man is on the field, so you know that he knows what's going on. Let's go to Chadwick right now.
Well, it's halftime here out at San Angelo Stadium on a Thursday night where the Bobcats and the Midland High Bulldogs are in an absolute battle right now. Probably the most complete first half the Bobcats have played all season, where this score is tied 14-14. The Bobcats won the toss and deferred it to the second half, so they will be getting that second half kickoff. The Bulldogs got the ball first, drove 91 yards down for an opening score. The defense forced Midland into several third and longs, but just couldn't quite get them off the field. But the Bobcats received the next kickoff and went right down and scored. English is accurate early. Carmelo Amiglio is having himself a day. And then, of course, you got the other receivers balling out as well. Later on, the defense came up with a big stop, stripped Midland High's quarterback for a fumble, jumped on it, got the Bobcats in extra possession. But in the nature that this game is, Midland High's defense stepped up and forced Christian English to throw the ball out of bounds. And it didn't quite make it past the line of scrimmage, so he got an intentional grounding, so Bobcats had to punt the ball right back. Midland would then go on to score another long drive. But the Bobcats would answer quick on a 6-play drive that took a little bit less than a minute 45 off the clock. Midland seemed pretty satisfied to go into the half at that point. But, yeah, like I said, knotted up at 14, and the Bobcats are playing a really good football game. So let's just see how this second half goes. Back to y'all.
Also, Intertel is a proud sponsor of the Cover1 football show. Intertel has been providing cutting-edge but proven technology for homes and businesses in the Concho Valley. Just like the game of football, good defense is important to winning. Need a security system or cameras? Get a free quote today by visiting Intertel.com or by calling 325-658-8375. No huge scoreboard tonight, but of course our scoreboard is always brought to you by Texas Bank. Locally owned and governed, Texas Bank is a proud sponsor of Cover1 Athletics. Just like the guys on the field, Texas Bank wants to show you what it means to be a team. From checking to savings to personal loans to commercial loans, Texas Bank is here for San Angeloans with 3 convenient locations. So, when thinking where to bank, use the local guys at Texas Bank. Now let's look at some scores. All right, there's no big scoreboard tonight. Of course, it's Thursday, but there are some more games tonight. With that, I'm not going to take this one. Instead, trust me, guys, I'm not the only one on the halftime show. Tonight, James Bellini's here, so he's going to break down the rest of these games. James, break it down.
Man, we got 2 other games going on. One's Big Country, one's Concho Valley. Starting off with the Big Country, Hawley is taking on Colorado City. It's halftime right now, 43-0 Hawley. Hawley, of course, graduated their quarterback, so Mitch Abel's son took over, and he's got 2 fantastic weapons in Deontay Ramon and Chandler Meyer, 2 great, fantastic players there. So really no surprise that they are beating up on teams. Then another Concho Valley school that is playing, Reagan County versus Forsan. That's a district matchup. That's a big-time district. That's got Sonora, Cristobal, Ozona, and Anthony in it, along with Reagan County, and it is 21-12 Forsan right now. That's playoff implications right there. You know, they're going to end up playing that Hawley district in that first round, whoever ends up seeding out of that one. So right now, good game.
All right, and then what are you thinking about Central Bobcats right now, 14-14? Give me your thoughts.
Man, they're playing pretty good, man. I mean, we know they're playing good. They're putting up good numbers and everything. You know, Midland is controlling the clock. I think that first drive from Midland took 12 minutes, or no, they're 12 minutes, so what, 10 minutes right there off that first drive? So Central, I think, gets the ball to start the second half. It's 14-14. They score on that one, and Midland can't score in a minute, so they're just going to have to eat clock. I mean, this could bode very well for the Bobcats.
Definitely, they were able to score quick, fast, in a hurry. All right, guys, this has been the Cover1 post-game show. I'm your host, Matt Tremble. Also, James Bellini is here to get you wrapped up on everything else. So with that, we'll see you guys at halftime. Oh, excuse me, after the game.